You don't have to.
What do you mean?
Tobias is outside in the car. He's got a pilot's license. Why don't you just have him fly you over the farm?
You gotta be kidding me.
Does it look like I'm joking?
Hi guys! Welcome to a bit of a different video on my channel today. Or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name's Vivi. I wanted to honor what I think is some of the best voice actors in the gaming industry. And to narrow it down a bit, I'm gonna pick from the voice actors that I've experienced through my Let's Plays and other content on my channel. And honestly, there's a reason I play these games with so many talented people voicing the characters. It's a pleasure to be experiencing these games. And I'm not gonna rate these people because they all do so different characters, so that wouldn't be fair. And there might be lots of material that I have never seen, so let's just get started, shall we? Alex Wilton Regan, probably best known as the Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition. If you never played Mass Effect 3, that is, looking at you, dear son-in-law. Oh dear, I'm not gonna name and shame anyone, I promise. Back to Alex.
And I don't even... Wait, what? You were just on the Normandy. You fired me. Dishonorable discharge for conduct unbecoming.
In Dragon Age Inquisition, she's one of 4 voices you can pick. Well, 2 female, 2 male. And she is, hands down, the best of the 4. She's got a huge range of emotions in her voice, and I'm betting she can do just about anything. Just close your eyes for a bit and listen to her being in pain and scared.
The Marquis. I thought it was fine. It's been under control for years. All the demons I fought, all the rifts I closed. I don't want to die.
Also, as trainer, she does an excellent job of sounding so embarrassed in a very awkward situation with Edie. What? You haven't seen that? Okay, so it is a DLC, but here's a snippet for you.
When you believed me to be a simple VI, you made comments about my voice.
Oh no.
Should I find somewhere else to be?
No. I wanted to ask you about... weren't you saying something about the Normandy's drive core?
No.
Could you? Cerberus programmed you to check body language.
I get more reliable results measuring pupil dilation and thermal readings of erogenous zones.
Oh, good lord. Edie, I apologize for saying that I wanted to roll naked with your voice in satin sheets.
Oh, I was not offended. In fact, it was flattering.
Even the part where I wanted to grab your voice by the hair and nibble my way down its back.
I do not, in fact, remember you saying that, Samantha.
Oh, that wasn't out loud. Never mind.
She once said in an interview that she had to turn her back towards anyone in the recording studio when she was doing lines, intimate lines, romantic, or suggestive lines. And I find that to be interesting because I think it makes sense. When you're trying to build up an emotion that is probably very personal, you want to shut out the rest of the world, right? So it really isn't that surprising that she would prefer not to have eye contact with people around her. In fact, she said that she'd prefer to do the lines in total darkness. Also, she's the narrator and the Weaver of Time in Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition and Sebille in Original Sin 2. And in Assassin's Creed, she's voicing Aya or Aya. And in Deponia, she's Gold. Santi Elbrich. Who? Yes, I wouldn't blame you if you just said that to yourself, because she's not known for many roles in the gaming community. She's done one game besides Star Wars The Old Republic, and that's Into the Woods in 2014. She's a stage actress and a professional photographer. She's also done some audiobooks, and while I haven't been able to get a hold of any of them, that's on my to-do list. But in my eyes, she will always be the assassin, the lovely Xion. She did such a good job at sounding like this snarky, big-mouth Sith Inquisitor that trying to go for the "yes, master, right away, master" just doesn't work with her. Her voice is perfect for the sassy Sith Inquisitor. Oh, and she's not just snarky and sarcastic. She's got a range of emotions going on in her voice if you don't always pick the snarky remark. Just listen to this.
Never believe you could change anything.
You have no idea what I am capable of.
And neither do you. Therein lies the problem. This was a fraction of the pain my children can inflict. If you do not finish your training, become something greater, you will feel the full weight of their rage.
You keep saying I have to become more than I am, but you never explain what that means.
Lydia Leonard. If you don't care much for the character Lana, you might still enjoy Lydia's acting skills. I think she's especially good at differentiating between angry, annoyed, and raging. She doesn't just have one angry tone. She's got at least 4 or 5. And her ability to sound angry and composed at the same time is one of the things that I like the most about her. Also, she voices Amanda Mason in Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, which is probably not a game I would pick up, but after looking into it, I could really feel her emotions, her grief, her angst. Just listen to this.
They were tired and Neil said they could take a nap in the bed, and Neil thought Barbara wouldn't mind as they're only children. And I was so tired, so Neil took them up. He took them upstairs to tuck them in.
And?
That was 6 hours ago. He never came back down.
In Bloodforge, she voices Morrigan, which I find particularly interesting because she's this shapeshifter that turns into a crow. And we all know of another Morrigan doing the same thing. At least in Dragon Age Inquisition she does. And I don't think it's a coincidence that they chose this, because if you look up Morrigan, you will find that the Morrigan is an Irish figure from their mythology, and most scholars would say that it means Phantom Queen. But also, Lydia is a good singer, and she starred recently in a movie called Archipelago, where she does the theme song for the movie. And here's a tiny little snippet just for you. Jo Wyatt. For years, she was my favorite, and that probably had something to do with me playing Dragon Age 2 again. And again, and again. Yes, I know. But surely you had to play every romance, every kind of personality. You could be the sincere person, you could be a snarky, sarcastic Hawke, or you could be more of a to-the-point, battle-ready Hawke. And of all of these, I think Joe nailed the sarcastic one especially, although the others are also good. Yeah, so you had to play the game at least 3 times for that to happen. And then you had to play a snarky hawk with Fenris as your love interest. Then you had to play snarky hawk with Anders as a love interest. Then you had to... what? Okay, moving on. And also, she's got a tiny role in Mass Effect 3. And maybe she's gained some popularity amongst a new generation of players since she got the role as Ciri in The Witcher 3.
Portrait of Ciri, I think.
No, that's not me. Where's the scar?
It's definitely you. Really captured you. Sure Avaloq's only interested in you for your magic abilities?
Very funny.
Anyway, she's got this voice that I could just close my eyes and listen to her for ages. I mean, just imagine having her in your kitchen reading your recipe. What? No? Just me? Here are 2 facts about her that I find really, really cute. First, she played in an animated movie called Angelina Ballerina, where she's the voice of Gracie. And she's so adorable.
I don't have a poem, or a song, or a dance, or a coconut, but I am certain I will think of something.
And then, turns out she was a singer when she was a kid. Well, she probably still is, but you know. She released a single back when she was around 11 or 12, and it became a hit in France.
Hey, go play Robin Hood with somebody else's heart.
Catherine Tabor, our favorite blue girl. I'm talking Vet and Mission, of course. Catherine, or Cat, says she's done numerous Twi'leks for Star Wars games and animated movies, and she talks about this while being so enthusiastic. She's a huge Star Wars fan, and her first voice acting role was Mission Veo, and one of her latest was Vet. So she sort of come full circle. And I must say that although Mission is fun and she does a good job, she's got much more to work on with Vet, and it shows.
What a weasel. Drummond Cass needs some pest control. So, hey, I've been thinking, maybe you want to take this shock collar off? You know, as a sign of thanks for my hard work on Korriban. Not that I don't enjoy the perpetual fear of electrocution.
She gets more of a personality. She shines. She's really good at making Vet a real Twi'lek being. She's also voiced Padme and Leia in numerous installments of the games The Clone Wars and The Force Unleashed, and others. She's the voice of Jessie in Minecraft Story Mode. And she also voiced a character named Quinn in an animated movie called Bear in Underwear, which is funny. No, not the scantily clad bear, but the name. She sort of had it in for Mr. I serve the Barras no matter what, my lord, that guy. And now, she's wearing his name. Did I tell you she's a nerd? And no, I'm not just speaking Star Wars. She was asked to do a line in Star Wars The Old Republic, Claw Slugs. Ugh, I hate Claw Slugs. But changed it to Claw Slugs. Why did it have to be Claw Slugs? Jennifer Hale. She has done so many voices in games. Small games, big games, animated movies. It's a wonder if you never had the experience of listening to her in any game or cartoon. To name a few, she's of course Commander Shepard in Mass Effect, and she's the trooper in The Old Republic along with Satele Shan. She's Naomi in Metal Gear Solid. She is of course Bastila Shan in KOTOR, and she's credited for a lot of additional voices. You'd be hard pressed not to have bumped into her one way or another in a game, maybe not even realizing it. She's Jaden in Star Wars Jedi Academy, and in Dragon Age Inquisition, she plays Krem. You can also find her in Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds DLC.
And what is your reason for training? I would ask this of any Banuk who attempted the trials.
And she's Galadriel in various Lord of the Rings games. She plays Ayla Secura in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and Tanya in Mortal Kombat 10.
Me? In a way, yes.
Her first voice acting role was back in 1993 in a game called Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of Darkness, where she voices Katrina.
There are so many questions I want to ask you.
And young people voices, she nails them too.
Far above that of your average Powerpuff Girl.
Sometimes she is very easy to recognize, and it's no wonder when she's got roles in big games that are played by a lot of people. Her Commander Shepard Trooper voice is really, really easy to pick up on. But that's more the exception than the rule with her. She can do a little boy, she can be a young girl, she can be a wise old woman, or a soft-spoken Jedi.
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat.
My only gripe about Jennifer is, dare I say it, she's not a gamer. Tricia Helfer. I always Google interesting characters in a video game to find out who their voice actor is. And to my surprise, I hadn't even thought about Tricia Helfer when I realized she was Edie. And it's ironic because of her role in Battlestar Galactica. That's probably, maybe, why she got the role in the first place. But also, she fits it perfectly. I think she nails the voice. Also, of course, they added this artificial sound to her voice to make her more robotic. But still, I think she does an excellent job of sounding not quite human. I think that statement would fit in Battlestar Galactica, but also in Mass Effect. In StarCraft 2, she gives a voice to Sarah Kerrigan.
This is Kerrigan. We've neutralized the Protoss, but there's a wave of Zerg advancing on this position. We need immediate evac.
And in Mortal Kombat 10, she's Sonya Blade. Also, in 2004, she did a movie called The Unauthorized Story of Charlie's Angels, in which she played Farrah Fawcett Majors, which was probably the biggest name back then. Brandon Keener. If you haven't guessed already, he would be my all-time favorite voice. I'm not saying he's a better actor than the other on my list. I'm just saying, Garrus, moving up. So, often you hear about Garrus as this level-headed, smart, and to-the-point Turian.
I'm on it, Shepard. We'll find you the Primarch.
Garrus.
And while that's certainly true, he's also got a softer side to him and an emotional side. If you listen carefully to his voice, you will hear a range of emotions in this clip.
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
Getting a little worried about you, Garrus. You were pretty hard on Harkin.
You don't think he deserved it?
This is not like you.
What do you want from me, Shepard? What would you do if someone betrayed you?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't let it change me.
I would have said the same thing before it happened to me.
It's not too late. You don't have to go through with this.
Who's going to bring Sidonis to justice if I don't? Nobody else knows what he's done. Nobody else cares. I don't see any other options.
Let me talk to him.
Talk all you want, but it won't change my mind. I don't care what his reasons were. He screwed us. He deserves to die.
I understand what you're going through, but do you really want to kill him?
I appreciate your concern, but I'm not you.
This isn't you either.
Really? I've always hated injustice. The thought that Sidonis could get away with this. Why should he go on living while 10 good men lie in unmarked graves? I'm sorry, Shepard. Words aren't going to solve this problem.
Brandon definitely choked me up a couple of times during the gameplay. And I'm not even talking about the last moment where, spoiler alert, you say goodbye to him. Also, he is credited as additional voices in EverQuest 2, which I find really interesting because I've never picked up on that. I don't think I ever heard him. And if I did hear him, it must have been before I knew who Brandon Keener was. He's also credited for additional voices in Mass Effect and Andromeda. And yeah, I can guarantee you I found a Turian that sounded suspiciously like Garrus in Mass Effect. He's also voicing Howlers in Dishonored 2. Don't ask me what a Howler is or how it sounds. I don't play that game, okay? He's at least credited for voicing 3 different people in Fallout 4. Oh yeah, and he's Tobias in Saints Row 2. Yeah, that guy in my intro, remember? And then, to my surprise, he's in XCOM and XCOM 2. In the first one, he is credited as Agent. But the last installment is what got me. He is the Advent Speaker. And I didn't realize that until the very last word in this speech.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
So yeah, embarrassingly enough, I just didn't pick up on that until the last word. And now, when I'm listening again, I can't believe I didn't hear it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. If you liked what I did, please feel free to leave a comment about the actors I'm talking about, other actors you like. And if you want me to do another one of these, I would happily do so. Take care, and thanks for watching.
Well, ladies, I guess I have to get back to the office.